What's up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new vlog. I'm excited to do this vlog because it's different than my typical vlog. It's different than what I usually talk about on social media in general. And it's literally this business mindset right now. Because like I said in a previous like day in the life vlog, this month is all business. Like literally just all business. And honestly, what goes on in my head all the fucking time is business, and more business, right? You see this. You see the freaking prep side, you see everything, right? You see the value that I get fitness-wise, but like literally my mind is how do I serve my clients powerfully and how do I grow my business? That's it, right? I'd rather fucking sit down and find something to do with my business and find something to do, like, and to like take an extra step, like see what something new I can do, see what I can improve on, than like sit down and watch Netflix for 4 hours or play fucking Warzone for 2 hours. Like, you know, I can change my own life, I can change someone's life in that time frame. I can improve my business. I can change something that I know I've been putting off. I can take initiative on something. That's just where my mind is all the time. It's Sunday. Like it's supposed to be a chill day. No, it's not. It's not a chill day. You know, things are moving. Things gotta move. All right, so this is gonna be the first meal. It's gonna be a taco salad, but a little bit different than usual. So I ended up putting taco seasoning, some of this 40% less sodium taco seasoning on the 96.4 ground beef. I have cilantro avocado yogurt dressing. I usually use salsa, but I don't know why I want this today. This is really freaking good dressing, guys. I have this one, I have the creamy Caesar one, and I have the honey barbecue ranch one. All are absolutely incredible. A little bit pricey, worth it. I'm gonna put some spinach in this salad. I'm going to put some fat-free cheese on this salad. And I'm also going to put good old lettuce on this salad. Who would have thought? Lettuce on a salad. And that's gonna be it. The first meal of the day today was steak and omelet. Steak, omelet, cheese, bell pepper, mushroom, spinach, omelet. This is gonna be the second meal of the day. And then I got some calls to be on, I got some meetings to be on, I got a podcast to be on, and then we also got a video to film. So we'll take you through the day. It's gonna be a good day. Drop a like down on this video before it even gets started, because why not?
God damn, this is gonna be good.
That's a lot of volume. That's gonna fill your boy up. I'm really hungry. Last meal, I had it at about like 8:30 a.m. So this is gonna be real freaking good. Usually I add like refried beans in here too. That really adds some good flavor. But I'm gonna save my carbs for later tonight. Since I'm not training today, I don't need to optimize my carbs around my workout. So usually I actually have the bulk of my carbs in the morning because I've been working out in the morning lately. But now that I'm not working out on a Sunday, I get to save my carbs for night, which is gonna be fun. Also, I hit a new little weigh-in today, 178 flat, which puts me 1 pound off what my expected stage weight's gonna be. But we're just gonna keep digging. We're just gonna see where we can take this. Because RJ's been taking notes off the call, dude. I can tell that you're pumped for this, man. I wanna say that I appreciate your kind words about me being a big inspiration to you, homie. It's about how you look, it's about how you feel, it's about how confident you can become, right? And when it comes down to nutrition, I know you're kind of taking an intuitive approach to things, but starts to taking that leap, that risk, that investment, and saying, hey, I gotta surround myself with the right people. I gotta join a family that's gonna change my life. And you know, if there's anything that I've learned, dude, is surrounding yourself with the right people in the environment that you're in. So I wanna help you feel comfortable in that environment. I wanna bring that out of you. So with that said, dude, 24/7 communication with me, boss. That's you gotta look at it this way as well, dude. It's not only an opportunity for you to change your life, but you know, next month here, if you want to do whatever the hell it takes to come down here for summer shredding, you're going to see that in fruition in person, be able to meet us all in person. And you know, I'm a firm believer that it's little moments like that and those spontaneous actions and those spontaneous trips and those spontaneous decisions are what move you in the direction of actually changing your life and building you momentum to get out of any spot you're in, bro. So we're talking about the we versus me mentality, and obviously this can go many different ways. So I guess we don't need a structure. We just need to say, hey, how are we going to start this conversation?
We have a conversation, and 3 days later we're like, oh, that's going to happen soon.
Yep.
There's a reason for that.
Yep. And I know for a fact there's someone watching this, there's just someone listening to this podcast right now that absolutely needs to hear this. And they feel like whatever they want to do in their life right now, they feel stuck. They don't know the first step. They don't know what to do. And it's less about asking yourself, okay, why isn't this working? But it's actually asking yourself, okay, how can I give more? Because, you know, giving is always going to bring you a sense of fulfillment than receiving something or achieving something, right? And there's no luck, there's no expectations that are involved. It just leads from good intention. And if you lead from good intention with what you do, I promise you that you will end up getting back what you truly deserve. And it doesn't matter how long it takes, because when you dedicate yourself, your experiences, your mistakes, your lessons, your hard times, and you use them to help serve not only you, but your environment around you, that's where selflessness comes into play. My biggest lesson that I've learned this year is to not live in like a short, live lifestyle. Like your hard times and it will never equate to long-term happiness. Short-term dollars, short-term successes, that short-term mentality will never, ever equate to that long game. You need to play that long game, no matter how long it takes. And that's a simple misunderstanding that people have, right? And a lot of people like to say, okay, well, they get overwhelmed and like, okay, why is this happening to me? Oh, it's always me. Like the world just doesn't like me. Like shit keeps happening. Like, the world doesn't care what happens to you. It doesn't care. It doesn't think you're special. It's your job to show up for yourself, right? Because the truth is the world's never going to owe you anything.
Yeah, if you're giving and you expect something in return in those situations, you're a manipulator. You
Yeah.
have some false dichotomy of how the world is.
You will, it's truth, but like you will never ever equate to that long-term success and happiness if you out from summer shedding. We have 6 competitors along with me, stepping on stage, and I made myself
so intentional with your training. You know that you've learned this better than anybody in your prep this time around, but you have the opportunity to stand back up every single time. And that's a choice that you have to make mentally before you can physically do it.
It all starts with that decision, brother. And we say the same thing to our clients. This goes for clients, it goes for business owners, it goes for anything. If you are not emotionally and mentally aligned as fuck, it's going to be really hard to achieve anything you want to achieve, physically. And we tell this to our clients. And this is why we say, hey, your transformation is more than this physical. This is why we have our clients send us videos on a weekly basis rather than just a written check-in response. Because we say, hey, if you're stressing out, if there's something in life that's really pulling you down and really taking away your energy, how do you expect to put in your full energy and your full commitment into any sort of commitment that you may have? Whether that's to lose 15 pounds, whether that's to gain 10 pounds of muscle, how can you give yourself full fucking effort if you're unhappy, if you're not mentally, emotionally in check, if you're stressing out over something, if you're in your own head about something? That needs to be taken care of. Because once you find that sense of fulfillment and happiness, it makes anything else in your life that you want to achieve possible. Very, very, very possible. And all it comes down to is execution. That's it.
And you know what? You don't get there mentally until you understand life is a lot more simple than you think it. We're humans, right? We have this innate ability to lie to ourselves and make things way more complicated than they need to. And complexity is the enemy of execution ultimately. To keep it simple. You and I, every time we run into an issue, whether it's clients, business, vision, what do we say? Let's make this real clear and simple. If we make it real clear and simple, we find the answer like that. If we start thinking into it too much and be like, well, we could do this or we could do that, we sit there twiddling our thumbs for hours. There's no reason to do that. Make it as simple as possible. It doesn't mean that there's not complex problems. It just means the simpler you make it, the faster you get to the solution. You gotta do that. That's the only way you move forward.
Yeah. And there really is no such thing as failure, right? There's only such thing as results. And you gotta be able to look at those results and take that into the next decision that you make moving forward. But the first decision that everyone needs to make listening to this podcast right now is to say, hey, this is more than just me. Whatever I want to do, it's more than just me. It's about we. It's about bringing up everyone else around you. And that starts with focusing on your own positive energy. And that starts with you deciding to actually be a little bit selfish, right? Leave those toxic environments, leave those toxic relationships and say, hey, I'm going to focus on my positive energy right now. It's just me right now. And I say, how can I show up the happiest I possibly can for myself? Because once you are able to do that for yourself, it's going to expand outwards. You're going to bring the right people in. Nothing but happiness is going to come your way. Nothing but success is going to come your way. So my friends, I want to say thank you so much for listening to this podcast. Farshad, thank you so much for being a part of this podcast. Thank you so much for being a part of, my life in general, Beyond Built in general. And it's only upwards from here. We're just getting started, baby.
100%.
All All right, brother. Thank you guys so much. If you guys took away some value from this podcast, go ahead and do us a favor. Screenshot this podcast, tag both myself and Farshad in your story on Instagram, and we'll see you in the next podcast. Dope. Good shit, bro. All right. So if you're watching this video, I just want to say, again, I really do appreciate you because, lately it's been a lot of talking videos, but if you're willing to sit through this and listen through this, extra appreciative of you because I want to talk about something that I normally don't talk about on social media whatsoever. Like I said at the beginning of this video, it's very, very fitness oriented, but there is this very much so evolving business mentality that I have because I know for a fact that I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a business owner, and this is my lifestyle now. This is where I'm going to go moving forward with things. And so I want to talk about my visions, and I also want to talk about some of my biggest lessons that I've learned in business. And my only business so far has been my coaching company, and it officially started like business all set up in August of 2018. So it's been a journey so far for sure. And I would say it's really picked up around February, March of this year alone. And I think one of the biggest moments and biggest lessons that I've learned is I just talked about it on a podcast with Farshad, is it's actually just realizing that this is, I gotta be in it for the long term. You have to be able to find something that you genuinely do give a fuck about, and something that you do care about, and something that you do wake up excited to do every single day, and you do see yourself doing for a very long time. Because I think in this world of entrepreneurship and business, a lot of people they like to live these short-lived lifestyles. They like to make a quick buck. They like to build a business, sell the business, flip the business, get in and out of it, and I just don't see any fulfillment in that. Sure, you're making dollars, but there's a lot of people that are making fucking billions and millions of dollars, but they aren't happy. Right? I don't give a shit how much money I make. It's just about how happy can I be and how fulfilled can I be. And I'm a firm believer that if you find a true sense of fulfillment in what you do, and you show and you come from a place of love and a place of empathy and a place of passion, people do see that, and that's what stands out. In whatever industry that you are in, if you can stand out in a sense to say, hey, you love this more than anyone else, that will show. And then the money, the dollars, that's going to take care of itself. You know what I mean? And, when I say don't live this for a short-term lifestyle, also don't, try to manipulate things in a sense for your own personal achievement, right? When you look at achievement and when you look at fulfillment, it's completely two different things. But fulfillment's always going to be better. Giving is always going to be better than getting. 10 out of 10, it's always going to feel that way. And if you don't feel that way, I'm sorry, but something's got to change, right? And I used to be in this for it's me, it's I want to be able to pursue my goals and my dreams and everything, but I know that hey, this has to be bigger than me for me to achieve these certain things. This needs to be about this needs to be about team. I'm building a team right now, and I don't talk about this because it's usually behind the scenes, but I have Farshad, I have Aaron, I have Lauren, I have Hanman, I have RJ. They're all part of this team. Without these people, I wouldn't be here. You know what I mean? Without that help, I could not build Beyond Built to where it's at. We're north of 200 clients right now. We're north of 250 grand for the year. I've never even spoken up and told you guys how much money I made, but for real, that's where I'm at right now. And I think that something that I gotta do is just be upfront and honest. If I'm gonna do this vlog, I gotta be honest about where I'm at and everything that's happening right now. But I think one of the biggest periods of growth is I'm not focused on the short-term success. I know, hey, I live and breathe this. This is what I want to do long term, right? And I come from a sense of passion. I come from a sense that, hey, my intention is not this. My intention is not the financial achievements. My intention isn't to just do this to go get a supercar, a big ass house. My intention is to do this to impact one person a day and to realize that, say, hey, I can actually change someone's life. And when I come from that perspective, that's what brings me fulfillment. And no matter what you're doing, if you're a coach, whatever it is you want to do, if you can find a way for your talents to be able to serve this world, you will find true happiness in that, and you will find true success in that. That's my definition of success. My definition of success doesn't come in tangibility, it doesn't come in numbers. It comes from here. How do you feel right here about what you're doing, right? No matter what you're doing right now, if you hate what the fuck you do, do everything in your power to change that. And it comes down to a decision. And there's no such thing as failure, so don't be afraid of the failure. There's only such thing as results. And you learn from those results to take into the next decision that you want to make, right? And you need to make a decision to commit yourself to what's going to truly make you happy and what's going to help you lead from a place of nothing but positive energy all the time. And when you wake up every day and your work doesn't feel like work because you love it so much and that's all you want to do, like I promise you, not only will you radiate positive energy, but the right people come into your life. And then you grow together. You know what I mean? There's no such thing as me, climbing to the top and not bringing up everyone else around me with me. And that's why I say, hey, I'm building the team. This is like, it's not about bringing me up. It's about bringing my clients up. It's about bringing my coaches up along with me. And, I want to separate myself from it in a sense, like, Beyond Build isn't me anymore. It's about everyone that's involved in it. And, I'm a firm believer that, your success will root from that. And it's genuinely crazy to think that I took a fucking bet on myself to, drop out of college and move here to Houston, with that vision in mind. But, at the end of the day, I was like, I had the vision. I know what I want to do with it, but I didn't know the first step. And the first step is just simply getting out of your own head and taking that first level of action. The secret to overcoming overthinking or overwhelmed is just by taking action on one thing. And that thing compounds into the next thing. And you end up building off that momentum. And momentum is all the motivation you need, my friend. It really is. It's like, Chad, how do you stay motivated? It's because, like, I love what I do. You know what I mean? And, like, everyone should strive for that. And if you don't know exactly what it is you want to do yet, that's fine. You be patient. Like, sometimes that shit takes time, and that's okay. But be willing to taste different things. You know what I mean? Be willing to take that bet on yourself. Be willing to take that risk on yourself. Because I promise, it's always going to result in growth, right? Always, 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 no matter what, is going to result in growth. And, my vision long-term with Beyond Built, and when I say long-term, always think long-term, right? I don't think about the short-term dollars, the short-term success, the short-lived lifestyle is never going to equate to the long-term vision, right? Every move you need to make needs to say, hey, I'm going to play the long game. I'm going to plant the seed, okay? That's every decision that you need to make. And, my vision with Beyond Built is truly to become the biggest thing in the fitness industry, okay? I don't even talk about this vision out publicly because, in general, to the general public, you might be watching this video, you might be fucking laughing at me right now. That's the thing. The further your goals are from normality, the more people will laugh at you, the more people will make fun of you, the more people that won't understand you, the more people that distance yourself from you. But when people actually believe in you, that's how you know those are your fucking people, right? And, I think one of the biggest things is I'm around people that push me. I'm around people that inspire me. I look to Hanman, I look to everyone in my life as an inspiration of my life. And that's what I feed off that, right? And, I wouldn't be able to be in a position to have these people around me, if I didn't believe in myself first. And if I didn't put in every ounce of energy I had into my vision. Because when you put your ounce of energy, your work ethic, your discipline into something that will bring you fulfillment, the world will give back to you. You will find the right people in your life. The right opportunities come to those that work for it. Not just work for it, but work towards something that genuinely brings them fulfillment. And when I say I want Beyond Built to be something the biggest thing in the fitness industry, I want it to be bigger than Alpha. I want it to be bigger than Gymshark. I want it to be the Nike, the Apple Fitness. But I know for a fact I can't get there if it's all about me. I had to build a team. I have to expand outwards. I have to outsource. I have to scale in a sense to where I can't put myself under a load that's going to run me into the ground and make me unhappy. Because, right now I have over 110 one-on-one clients. If I were to keep pushing that needle up as much as I would want to, I know it would work myself into the ground and I wouldn't have enough energy. So I need to protect my energy in a sense. And I'll be able to bring other people into Beyond Built that are going to be able to grow their own client bases within Beyond Built itself, right? And then Beyond Built overall, the impact grows, And not only that, but I'm able to provide incomes and provide dream jobs for people that align with my vision and have the vision in themselves to be something greater than who they are right now and becoming one of the best coaches in this industry. So, one promise I'm making myself is that Beyond Built will be, already is, the best coaching team in this industry. We will produce the best results in this industry. We will have the best coaches in this industry. And I need to set myself to that standard. And it might sound cocky, it might sound, but like that's the standard I need to set myself to. Because, in general, like you have to demand a higher standard of yourself if you want to be something more than average. And everyone should try to be something more than average no matter what it is they're doing. They should try to be the very best at what it is. This comes back to what I have on my freaking wall, the mama mentality, the constant quest of being the best version of yourself. I learned that from Kobe Bryant, and I've learned that from a young age. My dad's even told me that. It's like, if you're gonna do something, Chad, be the very best at what you do. You know what I mean? And when you come at a place of love, and you come at a place of like, okay, I'm gonna bring up the others around me, I'm gonna help others out in this process, I'm gonna give, you will be the best. That's it. You will. And you demand a higher standard of yourself. Whatever it comes down to. Even your fitness goals, right? If you're saying, hey, I want to lose an inch off my waist or lose 5 pounds, demand more. I want a 6-pack. I want to lose 15 pounds. I want to hit a 405 squat, right? Because that might not sound as attainable as you think, but my friend, I promise you it's achievable. If you hold yourself to that standard and you execute that standard on a daily basis, you will be surprised at what's actually achievable. And once you achieve goal by goal, you build momentum and more momentum, and then you understand, okay, that goal wasn't as crazy as I originally thought it was. And that gives you a sense of power, and that gives you a sense of fulfillment to know that I can keep going. So focus less on achieving your goals and focus more on how can these goals bring me a sense of fulfillment. You will find happiness, you will find success in your life. And this is just the beginning. And I just want to say that I'm extra fucking grateful for every single one of you that, listen to this talk and supports my YouTube and it supports everything that I do, because, my passion is being able to show up as powerful as I possibly can for you guys. You know what I mean? Like, that's what brings power to myself, because I do this not for me. I don't do this shit for me. I don't put out the content for my success. I don't put out the fucking content for my short-term goals. I put out the fucking content to make an impact on you, because I know how happy that makes me, right? When someone spends every fucking dollar and dime on me because they believe in me to impact their life, I'm gonna give them my 110% fucking effort to change their life. Because me giving that to them is what brings me happiness and fulfillment. And if I'm happy as fuck and I have nothing but positive energy, it's gonna radiate in everything I want. Business, goals, aspirations. So this is just the beginning of something fucking new, right? And I'm gonna hold myself to it. And if every ounce of this gets ripped away from me, every ounce of my energy is going right back into it to build it up, no matter what. So the vision's forward. I hope you guys can take away something from this right now, and genuinely, like, I want to speak to the older version of myself in a sense. And like, if you're in college, if you're at a job that you don't like right now, do whatever it is in your power to be able to get out of your own head, trust your fucking gut that that's what you want to do, and take the steps necessary to do it. And if you have goals, right, but you can't back up those fucking goals with obsessive levels of action, you're not living, breathing, and thinking about that every fucking second, right? You'd rather watch Netflix for 6 fucking hours instead of work towards your goddamn goals. You're just talking shit, and those aren't your fucking goals, okay? I'm serious. And if your goals don't motivate you that fucking hard, set yourself a new standard, set yourself new fucking goals, and figure out what the fuck it is you want to do. That's it. I'm like ranting at this point, but for real, like, a lot of people just like to talk shit and say, oh, I'm gonna achieve this, I'm gonna drive that fucking car. I'm like, no, you're fucking not, because you're not backing it up with the action it takes to get there. And just, fuck, man, just follow what makes you happy, bro. Like, that's all I care about. I want to see you fucking happy, because I know what it feels like to be happy, and I want to see that in you. You know what I mean? Like, get out of the toxic relationship, get out of the toxic environment, get out of the toxic work environment, get out of fucking school if it's not providing you any value. If you know you want to do something, go fucking do it. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to become the next Jay-Z or next Kanye West or next fucking Beyonce, next president of the United States, and you know that's actually what you want to fucking do, then do it. You can do it. Like, I swear, you can literally do anything that you want to do. And the only person that's holding you back is you. Just not letting anyone else down but yourself. That's it. See you in the next video.